Shalom. First and foremost, give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His unbegotten Son, Bahashem, and the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Rosh Christ Holy Tongue, and I say the Rakathum to the elders and apostles, Akwaf, as always, and I say Shalom. And this is another quick sit-down lesson of the M.O.T.B news updates as of April 23rd, 2026, on this Thursday night. And this is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16, and it reads, This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 16. It reads, it says, And it calls of all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, upon to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads. As we start to enter more and more this cashless society, the pushing of the mark of the beast, we sell more and more, we sell digital dollar, digital ID, digital wallet, digital currency, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, and that's going to lead to the pushing of the word of the mark of the beast, and that's what we're seeing. So we get to the digital currency news. Check it out right quick. Check out the latest CBC. Even though these are previous news articles, it says Walsh has no to see traditional currency. What about the wholesale digital dollar or he proposed during the Senate banking committee nominee hearing from the next Federal Reserve Chair? Kevin Walsh says no to central digital currency, but they choose Bitcoin and the stablecoin. That's basically like an alternative to central digital currency. And once again, go back to that. Yep, and this is a previous news article. It says Bank of Korea chief vows a push for central digital currency. Right, so that's an example, which we previously already know. All these 130 plus countries definitely leading towards the pushing of the digital society, more and more of a digital cash. And that's leading towards, central digital currency, more and more CBC plots, CBC trials, CBC tests. Some might use the Bitcoin, stablecoin, alternative of currencies to replace the dollar. Because as we entering more and more of these times, as the days progresses on, it is a current modern day technology, modern day cashless society. This is what's being pushed forth more and more on a daily basis. It says, this is from DD News. It says, India launched a central digital currency-based digital food currency plot in Punch Cherry. It says the government on Tuesday launched a plot project using the central bank digital currency. Just like it's kind of similar, but it's opposite to it though, because we've been seeing this for the past couple of years, and as of recently, we've been seeing over there in South Korea, they've been using these QR codes and these digital cards that they have trial tests to see if they had these trial runs, these trial tests been going on for the past couple of months. It's a couple of years ago. Now we're starting to see that once again. So these are examples that we see in the central digital currency trials, the CBC plot, the CBC trials, the CBC tests, and getting to the final stages of the pushing of this central digital currency. Because more and more evident that we're entering more and more of a modern day cashless society as it is already. And that's what we're seeing. And that's going to lead to the road to the pushing of the digital art for Egypt. So this is going to be, the future of money. Everything's being more digital, more paperless, more hard copyless, more physical. These physical coins, these physical dollars. That's going to be the thing of the past because we're seeing more and more of this digital coins and these digital money, and that's going to lead to the pushing, right along with the digital RFID chip, the neural link, the nanotechnologies, as we're seeing that increasing more and more on the day. It says the Fed nominee watch calls for CBC as a bad policy, taps for more insource. It says the CBC chair, it says the Fed chairman, I believe he's newly nominated, or he's about to be getting newly nominated, I believe. Because the previous chairman, I think they fired already. And this he's the new nominated. It says the Fed chair nominee, Kevin Walsh, told the Senate that the crypto is already enabling the financial system. He rejects the CBC as a bad policy. Right, which is that so fully controlled by the government because they'd be spying on your money if you choose the central district currency. So that's why the United States chose an alternative route with this central district currency. So we'll read a little bit more what he has to say. Check this news article. It says read more from Scott Wooks. Yep, this is from April 21st on Tuesday. That was 2 days ago. It says the federal chair nominee Kevin Walsh told the Senate that the crypto is already enabling in the financial system, right? Because what this alternative, what this stable coin and this cryptocurrency was the United States chose, for the past couple of years, for the past 2 years, and that's basically like an alternative to replacing the central digital currency because they didn't want to have the central digital currency because it's government control and spying on control as well too. So policy of financial and policy was a must for the this current administration here in the United States, while other nations around the world they choose either Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, even their own form of currency, and that's why they been pushing more and more with this cross border payments. And that's going to be online and offline optional. So that shows that we're entering more and more of a cashless society, and more with this technology, especially with this digital RFID device being shown forth more and more. With this neural link nanotechnology, because everything's getting more cashless and it's increasing upgradable advanced society as it is already. And that's going to lead to the push towards the steps of the modern day digital RFID chip. Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell, right? That no man might buy or sell, say that he hath the charisma. What's that mark, that charisma? Or the name of the BEST, right? This current B system, or the number of his name, right? So once this comes into full effect, it's going to be a time where that no man might buy or sell, say that he had the charisma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Even if you're upper class, middle class, and economic spectrum, if you're part of the 99% or you're part of the 1%, this is going to be in order to buy or sell, to travel, to get to point A to point B. This is going to be a time where, in order for you to buy or sell, you're definitely going to have that mark of the beast. This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. It says, here is wisdom, let him have understanding, count the number of the BEST, for it is a number of a man, and its number is SIX, the United States word SIX. So with that, hopefully this quick sit down lesson was edifying in the book of, the M.O.T.B news updates as of April the 23rd, 2026 on this Thursday night. Then, as we start to see, on a day-to-day basis, even if we sound like a record player, and it continue to show the previous news articles, but that's despite the fact all that, but we starting to see more of that modern day global shift of everything's being cashless, into everything is leading towards the path of the digital RFID chip. As I mentioned again, the Bitcoin, stablecoin, cryptocurrency, this digital ID, real ID, this pushing of this nanotechnology, this neural link, and this digital RFID chip that they want to implement in your right hand or in your foreheads to buy or sell because it's leaning towards that directions. And so, as I mentioned again, hopefully this was edifying. of the M.O.T.B news updates as of April the 23rd, 2026, this to Thursday night. So with that, as I mentioned again, hey, we're leaning more and more towards the mark of the beast, and this is a prophecy that's definitely going to come to pass. We feel, and that's in the book of Revelation, 13, verse 16 to verse 18. As we start to see the mark of the beast, it's going to be fully implemented around the world. So, in order for you to buy or sell, they have to have that digital RFID chip. As we enter more and more of a cashless society, the paper dollar, as we know it around the world, is going to be the thing of the past because everything is being more cashless. And these coins, these dimes, nickels, and quarters and nickels, and paper dollar is definitely going to be a thing of the past. And as we enter more and more of a cashless society, so this is the future of money. This is going to be the new future of money. Everything's being cashless. With this digital coin and this digital dollar, and the leaning towards the path of the digital RFID chip, this Neuralink, this brain chip, this nanotechnology of this modern digital RFID device that they want to implant inside your body for you to buy or sell. So Revelations 13, verse 16 to verse 18 is really increasing on a day-to-day basis as we enter more and more of a cashless society. Because the paper dollar, as we know it, that's going to be the thing of the past because everything is digital nowadays with this latest technology, and they pushing more and more of this AI technology. This biometrics that's going to be part of the market of beast as well too, especially with these latest trial runs that had they made that announcement like last week over there in the UK. And that's going to be spread forth throughout the whole among all these nations with this Neuralink, this brain chip, this device that they want to implant in your right hair or your forehead to buy yourself. So with that, as I mentioned again, hopefully this was edifying of the M.O.T.B news updates as of April 23rd, 2026, on this Thursday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakarmadash, and the Heavenly Father, true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahushua. Those are the true names in ancient Paleo Hebrew, but also that's the tongue. And I say Barakatham to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I would say Kwame Sharala, and above all, Shalom.